Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be just showing you some of the resources that I have used during my first year of medical school, and hopefully it will help some of you. Before I move on to the video, I just want to say that you should only buy the books when you're actually in medical school. One, because there might be discounts that you can get and the books are pretty expensive. Also, I would recommend you to find a PDF copy of it first before buying it, just to see that if the book actually suits you, or that might be a different type of book that you may be interested in getting. So let's go on to the video. So the first book that I used was this, which is the Tally and O'Connor's Clinical Examination. So basically what this book is, it's basically helping you with all your clinical examinations and what you need to know. And it's also really helpful because there are certain types of symptoms that correlate with a certain type of disease, and this book helps to explain them, and it's just very comprehensive. In the book, it also has pictures, so you can actually see what some of the signs looks like on different type of people. It will explain the causes and the symptoms, and it's just very easy to understand, and it's definitely very useful. You wouldn't be using this, at least for me, I didn't use this in the first semester, but I did somewhat use it in second semester. So I think this book will be really useful. The next book I used for physiology was this one by Linda Costanzo, and as you can see, it's not very thick. The information here is very precise, to the point. It's not very wordy. Another book, which I will put it up here if I know how to, is Guyton and Hall, which is also very popular, but the book is much more thicker, and what I've heard, the book is also much more wordy. So you will actually have to see which book suits you. I chose this one because it's just much more easier to understand and less wordy. You do not have time to read everything, so this book is really good. And all the systems are in this book. So you have your reproduction, gastro, what else do you have? You have your respiratory. All of it is in this book. I did use it in year one and it was really helpful, especially for concepts I didn't really understood during the lecture. This book really helped me to clear any of the doubts I had. So the last book, or the last two books, are for anatomy. The first book I got was this one. It's a clinically oriented anatomy, and it's this thick, so it's pretty thick, but it has all the information you need to know on it. It also has this called like blue boxes where it correlates to what you're learning. So example, you're learning about the arm or the forearm, and then in those blue boxes they will have like any injuries that are related to the arm and forearm, which is really useful, and they really explain. There's also diagrams. The other two books for anatomy would be Gray's Anatomy and Snell. I'll put them here as well. Those two books are more condensed and less wordy compared to the book I just showed you. I have seen the Snell anatomy book. The information is definitely more concise and just easier to understand in Snell or Gray's Anatomy, but I just chose this book because all the information I need is here. Even though it's really wordy, I do not mind reading through them. So again, if you do not like to read a lot, or you just want to have a book that goes straight to the point, maybe you can download a PDF copy of Snell or Gray's Anatomy to see what the content looks like. And another book for anatomy, which I really recommend, having an atlas, which is this one. So inside here is basically pictures that allows you to see each structure of the part really closely, like all the nerves and blood vessels. It's definitely very useful. So one example is like the bones. You can see that it's just very easy to see, easy to understand, and I would definitely recommend this book to any medical students. It's definitely very useful in all of your years, and I did use this book a lot when I was in my first year, just because some of the structures I couldn't really see properly in the clinically oriented anatomy. The structures were really small to see. So this book really helped me to see all the structures that I wanted to see, and it made my life so much easier. You can access it online as well. So even if you forget to bring your textbook or it's just really heavy, you can just log in to the website and it has all the pages. You can also test yourselves on the structure. So those are more of the textbook resources. The next resource I used for anatomy as well is a website called Teach Me Anatomy. The website makes everything so simple. It really condenses all your information, especially for anatomy. It's just straight to the point. The website is more to aid your learning. You obviously can't replace the website with a textbook. You can't replace your textbook with the website. It's more to aid your learning and help you to better understand the topic. There were some topics that I couldn't really understand or didn't really understand what they were trying to say in the book, so I went online, and the information on the website really helps me to clear things up. I will leave a link in the description box below. And the last resource, this is more to when exams were coming, I used Quizlet. I know there is another similar app which is Anki, okay, but Quizlet is free, so I just use that, and it's a flashcard app where you can write your own flashcards or look up flashcards that other people have created and just learn from them, which I have been trying out the method of active recall and spaced repetition. It was really useful for subjects like pharmacology and microbiology, but for anatomy, I didn't find it really helpful because I still needed to look at the pictures. So using the Netter's website, it was more helpful because it allowed me to quiz myself on the structures. So those are the resources that I've used in my first year of medical school, and if anyone has any extra resources that they have used, you can comment down below. I hope this video has helped you made a decision on books you want to buy. Again, I stress that you do not buy the books before you enter medical school, just because medical textbooks are really expensive, and you should wait until you're in medical school to see if they have any sort of discounts, and also get opinions from your seniors to see which book they would recommend as well. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you with another video on Sunday.